as promised, I am back in the bathroom, and I know you have a lot of questions about the remodel. That's going to be a future video. I'm just waiting for a few things to come in to finish this room off. But in the meantime, I wanted to take you through my current everyday makeup setup. It's not 100% where I want it, but I thought it would be very informative, at least for me anyway, because these are the products I have put back since emptying everything out, so it's really showing you what I reach for the most. I'm not gonna list every single thing in the description box. I mean, if it's drugstore, you know where to get it. If it's luxury, you generally know where to get it. If you have a specific question, I'll be happy to let you know where I found certain things. I will link accessories and things like that. But real quick, let's just do a little outfit. And I do have the camera on a little handheld tripod, so hopefully no one will be getting nauseous. Okay, let's hop over to the full-length mirror and I'll do a quick outfit of the day and then we'll see what's in the drawers. I thought it'd be fun to just show you what I wore today. I didn't do anything exciting. I just went and met a friend. I actually sat with her at her son's doctor's appointment in the waiting room because we hadn't seen each other in so long, and that was her only opportunity to meet, and it was really lovely. And I threw this on honestly because it was the only thing that I didn't need to iron or steam. And this dress just came from Amazon, and it's linen and I absolutely love it. It has a really nice rib bodice. It has pockets, voila. And it is, as you can see, lined. It does come in other colors, but I thought it'd be fun to have something mostly white. And I think if you bought that pack of raffia belts that I'm always talking about, especially the one that has the black in it, it would look really cute with that raffia belt. All right, let's go into the bathroom and see my setup. So if you're familiar with what this used to look like, let's get this out of the way. I had this set of drawers, but I had one more drawer underneath this and then an identical tower of drawers on this side with the brushes there. I've removed quite a few of the brushes. As you can see, the vast majority of my everyday brushes are BK Beauty brushes, with the exception of a couple like the Flower Beauty blush brush, but I just cannot stress enough how much I love BK Beauty brushes. It is not because one of my dear friends owns the company, it's because they are just really, really good brushes. So these acrylic drawers are from the Container Store. I've had them for years. They're fabulous. Here's a quick rundown of most of my everyday foundations. I am aware this is an insane amount, but this is what I'm currently really enjoying and what I have on today. I love how this looks, but I really don't reach for this except for maybe special occasions because it can get drying. This is a concealer and it is fabulous. It's what I reach for more often than not. It has just great coverage, and staying powder. The La Mer is just exceptional. If you love healthy foundation, this is just the next level. Wonderful. I never talk about this, but this is for what I reach for special occasions. I get it from Walgreens and also from Vichy. It just depends on which website is having a better sale. And it's fabulous. It is full coverage, yet a lot lighter weight than some of the other full coverage. Another everyday favorite, Wander Beauty Nude Illusion. And then, of course, my L'Oreal Age Perfect. I haven't been reaching for this as much, but I'm keeping this out. It's a little too dewy for me at the moment. Really love the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. It's so good. I don't even have my IT CC Cream out anymore. I mean, we all know how much I love the Amazon no-name mineral liquid foundation. This is the Born This Way foundation that's also really, really good. Just not enough good things said about it. This is my go-to, especially in the summer. I'll start wearing this as soon as the weather warms up, which is basically now. Not so much on its own. I will mix it with other things, but then when it's like hardcore hot and melty out, I'll wear this by itself. Charlotte Tilbury, I could probably put this up. I don't reach for it as much as I used to. I love this Clé de Peau foundation. I didn't give it the best review the last time I talked about it because it's so expensive. I won't repurchase it, but I am trying to use it up. And then this is a great primer, basically, to wear underneath foundation to give yourself that glow, and you can also tap it on top. And then behind it is just my primers and random things. Love this Colleen Rothschild primer. It's so good for summer. It mattifies without drying. Studio Fix Plus. My Hydro Grip primer from Hard Candy. This is just more of like a hydrating, really nice primer from L'Oreal. And then this is tinted moisturizer that honestly I don't reach for, but I'm going to make myself start using this because this is good for lighter skin days. Just to round out the random stuff on the top, you have to have this fan. I will link this. This fan is so handy, not just for setting your makeup, but if you get hot when you're blow drying your hair, keep it in your purse when you're out and about. And then this is right now my favorite setting spray from Marnie. If I want to look a little dewier, then the Pretty Fresh from ColourPop is great. This eye cooling balm is what I put on my eyes in the evenings right before I go out, or if I'm going on camera, it really brightens up under my eyes. I do love this La Mer lip plumper, but I would not repurchase it. It's not worth it. And then this is one that Laura Mercier sent me in PR. It's nice too, but again, wouldn't go buy it myself. And then in the top drawer is mostly bronzers. No, it's all bronzers and highlighters, and just some ones that I don't talk about very often, but I use all the time. This Tarte Park Avenue Princess is waterproof. It's fabulous. And I have really been enjoying this cookie highlighter from Benefit. Let me swatch it for you. Look at that. It's gorgeous. No one ever talks about it. The one I'm actually wearing today is another one that nobody talks about from Too Faced. It's so pretty. It's kind of subtle, but iridescent. It's gorgeous. The rest you've heard me talk about a lot. I did just bring out my Charlotte Tilbury from my storage area. I'm gonna start wearing this again for summer because it's a little dark for me in the winter time. It's a beautiful, really red undertone matte bronzer. Perfect for summertime. And I have like this shade 2, yes. And then in this drawer is just sort of the overflow of the eyeshadow palettes that don't fit in the drawer I'm about to show you. These are ones I reach for the most. That's Taupe, the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I'd say I used this one probably the most, the Cartlid Juicy palette. I found this in a drawer, totally forgot I bought this. It's so, so good. Just wore it the other day for an Amazon Live. I love this. I don't know why people don't talk about it enough. Glitter's a little chunky, but if you pat them on with your finger, they go on so beautifully. And then of course my Profusion palettes. This is what's on my lips today, that's why it's sitting out. MAC Daddy's Girl and Persona Pink lip gloss. And then really everything else is in this drawer. Now, this drawer is not done. As you can see, these are sliding. I have not used, I bought the mounting squares. I might use these underneath the acrylic containers, or I might use the mounting putty. I haven't decided. The reason I haven't put them in place yet, honestly, is because I'm not sure about this setup, and I do want to order a few more acrylic drawers. And so before I permanently affix them to the drawer bottom, I want to make sure it's exactly what I want. This is contact paper. I got it at Walmart. I will link that as well. It's so cool. Okay, I always keep these makeup towels in here. I put them on my lap. It literally says makeup on it. They come in a pack of like 3 or 6 or something. I get these on Amazon. That I will link. And then we have just, it looks like it's random and it's a lot. And no, I do not use all of this every day, but these are my most used products. So here we have powders and a couple more bronzers. I need some intervention. I will say this is the best contour powder. I use this on my nose and on my cheeks, and I will put in the description box what color this is. It's just fabulous. I really do like setting my makeup when I'm all done with a powder foundation, and my favorites are the Wonder Beauty and the Too Faced right now. But the other one I'm really, really liking was that one I did the video on, the Wonder 2. Hello, camera. It's a little darker than my skin, but when you put it on with a fluffy brush, it just adds some warmth to my very pale skin, and it's basically, I wouldn't say waterproof, but very water resistant, and really makes the makeup last. So I love that. And another good one, after I have sprayed my face with setting spray, I will often reach for this Stay Matte powder. Even under my eyes, I get shiny under my eyes. And I went for the natural shade, not the translucent, so I get a little bit of coverage with this. Okay, this is my concealer collection. Honestly, I only use 2 things regularly in here, and that is every single day. It's such a mess. I don't know what it was up against. My Trish McAvoy Instant Eye Lift. Oh, I know what it was. This, the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. is amazing. I've been using this every single day under my eyes, without fail. This is what's been under my eyes, but it is messy. I'm constantly having to wipe it off after I close it, and clearly it's getting on the other things. And the rest of these I use occasionally, but those are like the go-tos. These are my little sponge collection, and I can't stop with this e.l.f. camo sponge. It's easily the best sponge I've ever used. I love it. I do like sometimes this little guy for under eyes, but honestly, this little point gets right in there. It's fabulous. Okay, these are my blushes that I reach for the most. There's a couple little NARS ones. You remember I recommended don't bother buying a full-size NARS blush. You won't ever use it all up. Go for those little gift sets at Nordstrom. And then this is probably my favorite right now. It's so pretty. It's the Butterfly blush from Chantecaille, and it's such a beautiful, soft pink. And then I'm really enjoying, and really don't talk about, the Laura Mercier blushes, and one that I absolutely think is so cool. Where is it? Guava. So Guava's the one you reach for when you put on too much blush and you need to sheer it out. You just top it with that. That will save you from being heavy-handed with your blush, and it just blends it out, takes down the color, and makes it blend seamlessly with your skin. So Guava's like the magic eraser fixer of blushes. Then of course, a few of my favorite Tarte blushes. I always initially set my foundation and concealer with the Laura Mercier setting powder. We have some overflow here. I would say of all the highlighters, probably the one I use the most, is why it's here and not in the drawer, is the Buxom White Russian highlighter, and it looks like nothing. And even if I swatch it, I mean, it's really subtle. See how it's basically skin tone with a little sheen? If you don't want a crazy blingy highlight, you will love the Buxom White Russian highlight. It is fabulous. This is mostly like the mascara eye section. So my go-to lash curlers, Shu Amura, or however you say it, probably should be cleaned. And then, honestly, this is the mascara I'm reaching for over everything else. It's the ColourPop Volumizing Mascara, but in the dark brown. I love it. And I alternate it with, lately, the Air Volume. It just kind of depends on my mood. And I'm totally into eyeshadow primer now. And I love the one from NARS. They just do an amazing job. Unfortunately, do a terrible job with the packaging. And then I've rediscovered my love for the Trish McEvoy brow pencil, but I still really love my Dior Code as well. I would say in the last week, I've reached for the Trish McEvoy more than this one. And I do want to give a shout out to this guy. I don't think it does enough on its own. If I can get it to, there we go. It's the Milani Weekend Brow, and after I've penciled in my brows, I use this to kind of make some feathery strokes in the tail and towards the front as well, but I don't think it gives enough pigment to just completely fill in a brow. If you have sparse brows, this is not going to be enough by itself, but it does, you really want to go that extra mile on the brows, this is what you need. And then here are some more of my everyday eye shadow palettes, and I just want to give a shout out to, which guy? This is the one I'm wearing today. It's the Natasha Denona Mini Glam. It's outstanding. And my two favorite cream shadows, they're both the Charlotte Tilbury ones. I have Marie Antoinette and Jean. They're the two lightest shades. Also really enjoying Pillow Talk. And then just to round it out, I've got some puffs back here that I don't really reach for. These are great cotton buds because they have a flat side, I mean it's flat, and a very pointy side for cleaning things up. And then just over here, there's just a little bit of overflow, some more palettes and concealer type products that I'm like, do I use them? Do I need to put them away? Do I need to test them more? But I love my minimalist palette. I love my festival palette. I really like this cotton candy blush palette. It just doesn't fit in drawers well. Isn't that stunning? And then I found this as I was cleaning out drawers. And I don't know, I've heard good things about it and I need to play with it more. Kind of getting into color a little bit, so we'll see. And this is just here because I don't know what to do with it. So that's the makeup collection. That was me talking very, very quickly before the battery runs out. If you have any questions about any of the products that you saw, if you have any requests for a tutorial using any of those products, please leave your requests, comments, questions down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks for hanging out with me in my bathroom, and I'll see you in the next video.